The groom's father froze when he saw my wrists. Not a polite pause, not a curious glance, a complete, instinctive shutdown. Like his body recognized danger before his mind caught up. His champagne glass trembled. A single drop slid down the crystal stem like sweat. His eyes never left my cufflinks. Custom Vanderbilt. Rare enough that only a handful of men in this country would recognize them on sight. Rarer still that fewer would survive the rooms where they were first worn. Across the hall my wife laughed. Too loudly, too deliberately. She had laughed the same way earlier when she adjusted my collar and whispered through clenched teeth, "Couldn't even afford a proper suit for my sister's wedding?" A smile for the cameras. Poison for me. "Try not to embarrass me tonight." I said nothing. Silence unsettles people more than anger ever could. Now the groom followed his father's gaze. Confusion twisted into something sharper. His eyes moved from my cuffs to my face. Then slowly to my wife. Her laughter faltered. She looked at them, then at me. I saw the exact second doubt entered her expression. A crack in the certainty she'd been living inside for months. Good. The groom's father leaned down and whispered something to his son. Whatever it was, it drained the blood from the boy's face. He straightened immediately, posture rigid, eyes calculating. Power recognizes power. My wife didn't understand any of it yet. She only knew something had shifted. That the air around me felt different. Heavier. She walked toward me, heels sharp against marble. "What's going on?" she whispered, voice tight. I met her eyes, calm, controlled. "Enjoy the wedding," I said. That terrified her more than any accusation, because she had grown used to underestimating me, and people only underestimate you when you've allowed them to. Oh, the betrayal hadn't announced itself dramatically. No screaming, no perfume on shirts, no obvious lies. It arrived quietly, like erosion. Locked phone screens, muted notifications, bathroom doors that didn't used to be locked. A new name casually repeated in conversations. Adil says this place is overrated. Adil thinks you worry too much. Adil understands me. Too familiar, too frequent, too careless. I didn't ask questions, I observed. At dinner parties they sat just slightly too close. Their jokes had private meanings I wasn't invited to understand. Their silence stretched when I entered rooms. People think infidelity is passion. It's not. It's entitlement. The belief that deception is justified because honesty would be inconvenient. One night, her phone lit up beside me while she slept. A message preview. Just enough. Last night wasn't enough. I didn't open it. Didn't need to. Because the truth doesn't shout. It waits. And once you see it clearly, you can never unsee it again. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, listening to her breathing. Steady, peaceful, unbothered. I had designed this night the way surgeons plan incisions. No wasted movement, no unnecessary damage, only precision. While she played the perfect wife beside me, I watched the consequences unfold quietly around the room. Adil wasn't here. That absence was deliberate. 3 weeks ago, I had sent a single email from an anonymous account to the groom's father. Only 5 sentences. No threats. Just dates, numbers, and names he thought had been buried. The kind of information that doesn't explode, but corrodes. He responded within 2 hours. Not with denial, not with anger, but with fear. We met privately 2 days later. No witnesses, no recordings. Just 2 men who understood the cost of truth. "You want forgiveness?" he had asked. "I want distance," I replied. From his son's wedding? From Adil. From my wife's carefully constructed reality. He agreed to everything, because men like him don't negotiate with morality. They negotiate with survival. Oh, the evidence had arrived long before tonight. Phone records, hotel confirmations, a second SIM registered under a fake name. Photographs she'd never known were backed up automatically to cloud storage. I compiled it all neatly, chronologically, like a biography of betrayal. I didn't confront her immediately. I studied her, watched how easily she lied, how effortlessly she performed affection, how naturally she blamed me for her distance. You're always so cold lately. You never open up. I feel invisible with you. Interesting how betrayal rewrites the narrative. She needed me to be the villain, so she could remain the victim in her own mind. Oh, the morning before the wedding, I placed the folder on the kitchen table. No drama, no announcement, just paper. She found it while I stood making coffee. The silence that followed was pure, heavy, unavoidable. You went through my private things? She whispered. No, I said calmly. You documented them. Her hands trembled as she flipped through pages she couldn't argue with. Dates, times, locations, her own words. Denial tried to surface. Collapsed. Tried again. Collapsed again. Then the tears came. Not because she hurt me, but because she had been exposed. I never meant for it to go this far, she said. The oldest sentence in the history of betrayal. I sipped my coffee. I know. That frightened her more than anger would have, because calm means the decision has already been made. Oh, at the wedding, she finally understood what was happening when the groom's father approached me privately. He didn't threaten, didn't posture. Oh, I left the reception early. No scene, no announcement, just absence. That is the purest form of consequence. But because I no longer recognize her, and when someone becomes a stranger, you don't fight them. You simply let them go. Cold. Unreachable. Final. She lost me long before she lost him. She just didn't realize it until it was already over.